You can sit here on the porch if you want to. But you understand, there is a party going on. It's comprised of people who have discovered the joy of just letting anger go. Where there is singing and dancing and celebration. There is a party going on. My special thanks to Holly Spence. I love it when she sets up props like this because she always hides some M&Ms somewhere in the props. There is a party going on. And we have to decide, where are we going to live? The party or the porch? Perhaps you're sitting in the porch right now. Isn't a parent who let you down, as every parent will. Or a coworker who hurt you very deeply. Or a person in the church who abused you and not to in any way make light of abuse. Or a child who disappointed you. Maybe it's an employer who let you go during this economic downturn. And that employer happens to be a member of the church, and it's all you can do to come here and just sit in the pew because you see that person, and there's just this geyser of anger that boils up inside. And you can sit on the porch if you want to. And you might be absolutely right and justified in your anger because you were done wrong. That could well be the case. But it will destroy your soul. Because the skeleton at the feast, it's you. So the question here is, will I let go of my anger? Second symptom of elder brother syndrome is a spirit of complaint. Let's go back to the story, verse 29. But he answered the father, look, all these years I've been slaving for you and never disobeyed your orders. Yet you never gave me even a young goat so that I could celebrate with my friends. Now, first off, the thing that would have been really awkward for those hearing the story for the first time was the way this kid approaches and speaks to his father. In the ancient world, titles of respect were very, very important. And so it would be expected, even if the kid is very angry with his father, it would have been expected for him at least to approach his father and begin with some title of respect, but he doesn't do that. Instead, he just says, look, and he launches into this litany of complaint. The kid is so disillusioned because notice what he says. I've been slaving for you all these years and I never disobeyed your orders. This is the same kid who just disobeyed his father by not helping him to co-host the party. This is the same kid who just disrespected his father by not giving him a proper title of authority and respect and so on. And yet he has the gall to say to his father, I've never done anything wrong. You're treating me unfairly, to complain to his father. And this would have been really striking to the original listeners of this story. Of course, this is nothing new. For a child to complain to a parent, you're treating my sibling better than you're treating me. Any parents here who have one or more than one kid ever hear this from one of the kids? That's unfair. Some years ago, I spoke at Columbia University in New York City. They gave me a couple of gifts to pass along to my two daughters. They were identical teddy bears wearing Columbia University t-shirts, same color, same size, exactly the same gift. I thanked them profusely, explaining this way my daughters won't have to fight about who gets which teddy bear. Thank you. When I got home, I pulled them out of my suitcase. Wouldn't you know it, both of the girls pointed to the teddy bear in my right hand and they said, I want that one. Ah, not so fast, I said. Check this out, girls. They're exactly the same. They listen to my speech. I explain, same t-shirt, same color, same size, same price. They are identical twins. They listen, and then they repeat it, pointing to the same bear. Yeah, that's good. They say, but I want that one. No, I called that one first. I want it. I want it. Where does this come from? It just runs really deep in every human spirit, I suppose. Well, the elder brother will sort of go through life whining how he is this unappreciated victim in his own mind. How life's not fair. And guess what? Life is not fair. But the question here is, will I relinquish the spirit of complaint? See, there is a party going on. And it's comprised of people who opt for joy rather than complaint. Third symptom is that the spirit of condemnation. Notice the next verse, but when this son of yours, who has squandered your property with prostitutes, comes home, you kill the fattened calf for him. Now, what would have been very striking originally when Jesus told the story is how the elder brother refers to the prodigal son. He doesn't call him by name. He doesn't even say, my brother. Rather, he speaks of him like he's not even a person, like he's an object. He talks about him in the third person. He says, but when this son of yours, a similar, more current example, you remember the whole Monica Lewinsky debacle scandal, right? When the president at the time, Bill Clinton, looked into the camera and pointed and defiantly said, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, speaking of her in the third person, distancing himself from her. And of course, late-night comics had a heyday with that statement because they explained, well, when he said, I didn't have relations with that woman, the woman he was talking about was Hillary, but we'll never really know. When this son of yours comes home, who has squandered your property with prostitutes. Time out. Where did this little detail about prostitutes come into the story? Jesus never mentioned it earlier. Father never says anything about it. The prodigal son never mentions it. This is where we get the notion from the elder brother. Commentary suggests that the elder son perhaps didn't really believe that his father had his best interests at heart, and secretly he really wanted to go squander the inheritance himself. And had the elder brother had the courage to do that, that's how he would have spent the money. Maybe this was his weakness. We don't know. Or it could well be that the elder brother just wants to paint the prodigal son in the worst light possible. It's just this spirit of condemnation and judgment. He squandered your money with prostitutes. See, there is a party going on. And it is comprised of people who have discovered the freedom of living according to the teaching of Jesus when he says, judge not. And the question for us at this point is, will I resign as the judge of the universe, and will I trust God to be judge? This is the kind of culture that we are desperately trying to create in this church. A culture that says everybody is welcome, everybody is accepted, no matter how you dress or what kind of music you prefer or what you do or where you've been or where you're going, you're always welcome in this place. Here, we will accept you and we will not condemn you. That's the kind of culture. It's the culture of the kingdom. There is a party going on. Back in 2005,